Well, thank you very much for your time.
It's great to be here.
Yeah, great. Congratulations on Big Hero 6. You must
Thank
be
you.
delighted with how it's turned out.
I am overjoyed. I mean, it's funny. I produced Tangled in 2010, and I was so in love with that film. I thought I'll never have an experience like this again. And I've come out of this film. I am so in love with this film. It's got so much heart, and yet it's so entertaining and fun. It's been a great experience.
So now Big Hero 6 is the favorite child.
You know, you can't have a favorite child. I still love Tangled, and I love this one.
Awesome. Tell me a little bit about the story of Big Hero 6 for those who are only familiar with the cuddly robot.
Yeah, well, essentially, it's about a young man by the name of Hiro Hamada, who is 14 years old, and he suffers a devastating loss where his brother is actually killed. And his brother's invention, this amazing robot named Baymax, helps heal him. It's a beautiful story about a boy and his robot.
Absolutely. One of the things I really like is the team in Big Hero 6, they're scientists who have created something great, and they use that to become superheroes, as opposed to the other way around, where they're already, you know, big, strong men who become superheroes through the help of scientists.
Well, I think that's a key issue here. It's about smart people.
Yeah.
You know, this film is, you know, people. The superpower that these kids have is their own intelligence, and their technology is what is their superpower. So I'm so proud of that because I think it's a great message to the world and to kids specifically.
Do you have any technology lying around your house that could turn you into a superhero?
You know, my directors turned me into a superhero. I look to my directors because this is really their vision, and my job is really to get their vision on screen.
So if I see you running around Los Angeles dressed as Amazing Film Man,
yes,
I know exactly what happened.
Exactly.
So what's the reaction been like? What have people said to you after they've been to see Big Hero 6?
You know, the reactions have been phenomenal, and it's been phenomenal around the world. I mean, we're now, I think, in Japan, where the 5 weeks running is the #1 Western film. It's great. I think the things that have really touched my heart is that people who are adults love the fact that they love the film as much as their children, and that they're actually talking to their kids about film. And for me, that's really, really terrific. The other thing that was amazing, there was a woman who was sitting and watching the film, and her daughter, 20 minutes into the film, turned to her and said, "Mom, I want to go to college." I think that was great, you know, because they know smart kids are where it's at. Be a smart kid.
At least you didn't call it geek school, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, listen, geeks will inherit the earth.
Geeks are cool.
Yeah, geeks are cool, definitely. Definitely.
Tell me what it was that initially inspired Big Hero 6. When you I imagine when you get projects like this, you start with one thing and you think, now expand.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think the core of the story was always the boy and the robot. We always knew that it was going to be a 14-year-old boy who suffered a loss and then was healed. That was always the core of the story. And then then all of a sudden we brought in this kind of superhero patina, as it were, and friendship became a huge theme in it as well, and how friendship transcends into family. And I think that's a great message in this film as well. Our process is so fascinating because we do iteration after iteration after iteration. Every 3 months we put the film up in storyboard form and pitch it to the entire studio. And we just kept getting more and more themes in this film that were so rich that I think when people see it, they're always surprised because they think they're coming to see an animated superhero, and then they find out that they're actually coming to see something that's really quite profound.